Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're looking at a really useful feature added to DCS. I apologise that I haven't been looking at technical features for some time now. Unfortunately, I've become unwell. I still don't know what's wrong with me really, but one thing's for sure, it's not going away anytime soon. It's been nearly 2 years now, and it's making videos really difficult. Hence, I've just really been sticking to what I need to do, which is the combat videos. But that said, this is such a useful feature, I've just got to show it. It regards navigation in multiplayer, which can be very awkward. So first, let me show you the problem. If I went to mission editor here and we made a new mission. So we're in Afghanistan here. I've got a plane at this base here and I want to create a route of waypoints or steer points to navigate. So I would click on my aircraft here. I would go to that button there. I would go to add and I would create a route of waypoints. Ping, 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 ping. As you probably know, with each waypoint, I can change the altitude, I can change the speed, I can change the mark and a few other odds and sods. I could also name each waypoint. And that's great, but if I were to save it here and put it into multiplayer, exit, multiplayer, new server, find the mission, there's the mission, and go start. If we get in my aircraft, so we go join Blue Coalition, we go join, we go my Hornet, we go briefing, fly, unpause. We're now in the cockpit of my Hornet in a live multiplayer session. Well, if I wanted to check my steer points, of course, I would go down to HSI. I would go to sequence, and there's my lovely route. But in multiplayer, you rarely want to fly the route that's given to you by the mission. You want to make your own dynamic mission. Instead, I want to fly, let's say, from here to Camp Bastion and take on some insurgents. So as it stands, the only way to do that, to create that new route, is to do it via the cockpit. So I would go to, let me think, I'll go to data. Oh dear, I would go to waypoint 2. I will go to UFC. I will go to position. Oh, I need the lat long. Oh well, my point is it's very complex, and remembering how to do it in all 50 odd aircraft is nigh on impossible nowadays. And even if you can remember how to do it, typing in all those coordinates takes like 20 minutes. Or for someone of my age it does, and by the time you're airborne, some young 20-year-old hotshot is going to shoot you down. Then you need to respawn, and then you need to type it all in again. It's just not sustainable. But alas, don't worry, we now have a way of doing it easily, which suits me absolutely beautifully. So, I'm in my multiplayer session. The first thing I have to do is get out of my aircraft. You cannot do this in an aircraft. So, select role, and I'm going to go release slot, and I'm now out of the aircraft. So, once we're out of our aircraft and in a live multiplayer server, we can go to this lovely tool, Show Route. Brings up our route menu, and it's very similar to the one in the mission editor. It creates a generic route that we can later apply to any aircraft that we want to fly on the map. So, let's start by adding a steer point there. You can apply an altitude to that steer point. For some reason, you can't apply a speed. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there's a good reason. We can then add another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one at the target there. Why don't we call that target? Some other features that we can do as well, if we want to edit them, of course you can edit them, and if you want to delete one, you can delete one there. Now the way this works is we save it to our hard disk for later use, and or we can share it with our friends, and that's the beauty of it. So save, Ros, weird name, I know, to Bastion, Cap 1, I don't know, that'll do, pip. And we can see it's now a preset. And if I went here, oh, there's some other presets I've saved earlier on when I was messing around with it. Tick here, use this route on next spawn. So next time we spawn in a plane, it will call up that route. Well, let's go and do that now. Select role, and that plane there. Okay. Be warned, if you do this, it will overwrite the routes that the mission editor gave you. All right, let's just double check it's worked. So HSI is already on. Sequence the steer points. Yeah, that's the one we just added. All ready to fly. And if you get shot down by young buck, then it gets added automatically. So you don't have to worry about typing all the buttons. Finally, of course, we might want to send it to our friends. What if Simba or Dark or whoever wants to join us? Then we go to our hard drive. We go to C drive. We go to users. We go to me. We go to save games. We go to DCS open beta for me anyway. We go to config. We go to root tool presets. It will save them not per route, but per map. So any route in the Afghanistan map will be in this one here. So I can either copy that and send it to Simba and he will tape it over his. Beware, if he does that, he will lose any routes that he's got on his machine. Another way of doing it is to open it up, probably in Notepad++ rather than Notepad. But I'll just do this for now. And you can see fairly simply that the routes are written there. So if I want the one I just did, which is that one, no, which one is it? That one there. Then I go like that, and I'll go like that. You have to be a little bit careful to get it just right. So it's that one, end of Nimrod's there. Right click, copy, paste that into Discord or whatever social media, and Simba can then go and add it relatively simply to his file, and then he gets the route. I'm not sure whether he has to restart his game to bring that back into game. I haven't actually tested it that far yet. So there, a new, easy way of adding routes for navigation in multiplayer that makes it much more playable than it was. In terms of single player, as far as I'm aware, it's not in single player. It's not really a single player issue. This is really a multiplayer issue, and that's what they're trying to solve, and they've done it pretty well. That's all I've got to show. I hope that was useful, and bye-bye.